Go.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. I'm going to read to you Do Frogs Have Fur? A book about animal coats and coverings. Do frogs have fur? Here's the front. Here's the back. Here's the title. Do frogs have fur? Do frogs have fur? No, polar bears have fur. A polar bear's fur keeps the bear toasty warm. The inner layer of fur is thick and woolly. The outer layer is made of hollow hairs. The bear's bright fur helps the animal blend in with the snow. Furry paws keep the polar bear from slipping on ice. Do frogs have feathers? Do frogs have feathers? No, cardinals have feathers, which is a bird. A cardinal's coat has hundreds of feathers, short, fluffy feathers next to its body to keep the cardinal warm. Strong wing feathers help the cardinal fly. Stiff tail feathers help the bird steer as it flits and flies from tree to tree. Do frogs have scales? No. Fish have scales. Slick, shiny scales lie flat along the fish's body. Some scales overlap like shingles on a roof. Some scales fit together like bricks on a wall. Water slides easily over the scales as the fish swims. Scales protect the fish's soft body when it bumps against rocks or bigger fish. Do frogs have hair? No. Horses have hair. A horse is covered with a smooth coat of hair. The row of longer hair that grows along the top of a horse's head and neck is called a mane. A horse's tail sometimes has even longer hair. The horse swish its tail and shake its mane to shoo away pesky flies. And guess what? Horse begins with the letter H, which is our letter of the week. Do frogs have fuzz? No, bumblebees have fuzz. A fuzzy bumblebee lands on a flower. Powdery pollen inside the flower sticks to the bee's body. As the bee visits other flowers, some pollen falls off into the blossoms. The pollen helps make seeds for new flowers. Do frogs have bristles? Let's look at that frog with a beard. No, hedgehogs have bristles. The back and sides of a hedgehog are covered in stiff, pointed bristles. The bristly coat keeps larger animals from eating the hedgehog. When it is frightened, the hedgehog rolls itself into a prickly ball. That, my friend, is what a hedgehog really looks like. It's not blue like Sonic. Do frogs have outside skeletons? It looks kind of funky. I don't think so. No, crayfish have outside skeletons, or crawdad. That's what we used to call them. A crayfish has a hard outer covering called an exoskeleton. As the crayfish grows, it gets too big for the shell. The animal then sheds its covering and eats it. The crayfish hides while it grows a bigger exoskeleton that will help protect it from enemies. It eats it. Do frogs have fleece? That frog is wearing earmuffs. I don't think so. I think that's a pretend thing. No, lambs have fleece. Tight curls of fleece keep little lambs warm. When a lamb gets older, the soft, fluffy hair is cut off and the lamb grows another coat. The fleece is called wool. It is spun into thread and yarn for making clothes and blankets to keep people warm. So yeah, lambs have fleece. Up and it keeps growing and growing, so farmers come through and they shave it and then they turn it into clothes like you're wearing. Do frogs have shells? No, turtles have shells. The painted turtle can pull its head and legs into the hard shell. The shell protects the turtle's soft body from the sharp beaks of hungry birds. The turtle can also hide inside its shell from enemies such as snakes and raccoons. I think that'd be so cool to have a shell. Do frogs have slimy skin? Yes! Frogs have slimy skin. A frog can soak up water and even breathe through its soft, thin skin. To breathe this way, the frog's skin must stay moist, even on land. A thin slime keeps the frog's skin from drying out when the frog leaves the water. Anybody remember how to sign frog? Anybody? Ooh, close, close. Yeah, good job, Miss Ross. Frog, frog, you did it. I tried to say frog the other day, but I said pig instead. This is a frog, and then this is a pig. So I made a mistake the other day during a lesson. I thought about it later. Okay. So I'm going to read to you really fast one more thing. Hello, Miss Teresa.
Hi.
We are going to read, well, I know we already read this, but I want to read it again in case anybody has any questions. You guys can, I'm going to read this to you and then you can ask me tomorrow morning. So this is the COVID-19 coronavirus. Look, this little girl's kind of sick. You guys can see this, right? Thumbs up if you can see it. Thank you. People who have the coronavirus may have a fever, so they might be hot, might have a sore throat, and it might be a little hard to breathe. Most people who have the coronavirus will stay home to get better. Some people who have the coronavirus will go to the hospital to get better. I can help stop the spread of germs, and germs are what causes the coronavirus, by washing my hands with soap and water. I take my time when I wash my hands, and I get in between my fingers, and I get the tops, rub them together. And you can use hand sanitizer in the same way like we do every morning in room 21. So there is no school until August, and we'll reopen again. So right now it's May, January, March, April. So we got May, June, July, and then August. So school will be starting again in about 4 months, right? All of May, all of June, all of July. So 3.5 months. I will stay at home while school is closed. I will complete my schoolwork and homework while I'm home. I know I will be safe and I don't have to feel afraid. I will be safe and happy at home with my family. I'm going to my favorite places. We're not going bowling. We're not going out to eat. We're not going to the park. We're just staying home, and we're only going to hang out with our closest family members. Good? All right. So we're just going to talk about washing our hands really fast. Do you guys see the bar with your faces on it that I'm moving on my screen? No. Covering up the book, okay, so you don't see it, okay. Germs, but you guys can see these happy germs right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Staying safe from germs and viruses. Germs and viruses can make us sick. Look, this guy is not feeling very good. We cannot see germs and viruses because they're so tiny and small. So to keep germs off of your body, you have to make sure to wash your hands. Wash your hands after using the bathroom. Wash your hands if you sneeze or cough on them, which is why we always want to cough like a vampire. I laminated this guy. That's my friend. You cough into your elbow to stop the spread of germs and viruses. We do not touch things that don't belong to us. If you touch somebody else's blood, it can make you sick. So if you see somebody bleeding, it's really important to go get your mom or dad or aunt or uncle or somebody else to handle that for you. Never touch someone's blood. And don't touch other people's pee, their poop, their blood, their spit, their snot, or their throw up if they barf. Don't touch any of it ever, okay? Keep that in mind. Anything that comes out of your body needs to go into the tissue or into the toilet, and you never touch anybody else's. We good? Okay. You got that, room 21 staff and students? Okay, good. All right. How are we on time?
10 minutes so far.
Okay, good. Can you guys, oh no, you can't see that. I'm so sorry. Let me stop share and let me share this other window.
Here we go.
Hi. Okay. Screen share. Oh no. Oh, here we go. This one. There we go. Okay, you guys see the little girl in the pink? Yeah, okay. Oops.
Washing my hands. When my hands are dirty, I have to wash them. I go to the sink. I turn on the water. I put soap on my hands.
One or two.
I rub my hands together under the water. I turn off the water. I use a paper towel to dry the top and bottom of my hands.
This part's really important.
I put the paper towel in the trash can. Now my hands are clean.
Brilliant. Ah, good. The end.
The end.
Okay, great. Okay, now one thing when you're washing your hands, what they want you to wash, they advise, health experts advise you to wash for 20 seconds. So that would be singing the alphabet, and this is what you would think in your head, or you can sing it out loud. It's good to practice. So you turn the water on and you start washing. You get them wet, you put the soap on, and then you sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? And that is when you would start rinsing your hands off. I also just read that you can sing the TLC song, No Scrubs. No, I don't want no scrubs. That one's a good one too. So that's important that we're washing our hands. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and skip the rest of the activities because I feel like that was enough. So we can finish recording.